Hello, everyone. Jay Jose with Mobile Home Partners here. Very special guest, Byron. No Charnice, but Byron is here with us from Mobile Home Elite Investors. Byron, how you doing?
Feeling amazing, blessed. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely great to have you here. So, yeah, I've been trying to connect for a while. Finally it happened. So, figured get this chance and go ahead and get an interview. I know a lot of people probably find this useful. Um, you know, I get asked all the time. Personally, I said, "Do you know Byron?" You're well known through social media. So it is easy to connect us in a way. And I guess the few people that are out there doing it big, it's just within that. But yeah, so let's jump right into it. How did you get started into mobile home investing?
For myself, I want to begin real estate since 2014, and kind of had roller coasters with that. It got close to closing the property, but the day before I was about to close, well, the next day I got fired from my job, March 3rd, 2017. So, that was my gateway to get a mortgage, right? And still just wanted to get into mobile home investing. I remember I was actually driving Lyft at the time, and it was a Bigger Pockets podcast about mobile home investing. And I remember I was listening to it, but I had passengers in the car, and they're like, "Hey, man, can you turn that off? I want to listen to some music." And so I sent it to Shanice, and I was like, "Let me send this to her." And normally, like I'll send her stuff, but she listened. And when I got home, she was so excited, like, "Baby, like this is it. This is what we can do. This is what we can do right now." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, cool." And we sat down, we listened to it together. I mean, everything made sense, and we just literally just dove in, just started from the school of hard knocks.
Okay. Jump right into it. I like it. Taking action. That's huge.
Yes.
Okay. So you've been investing since then, 2014?
No, so we're still the good thing about it, I love it. We're still new, but it moves so fast and changed our life so fast.
Yeah. I started about 5 years ago, and I tell a lot of people when I got started, it seemed like nobody knew mobile homes. I would go to the local RIAs, the little real estate meets, whatever, and I just wanted a network. And I would kind of mention to people this kind of like so big change from then to now. And I tell people, you ain't helping, I'm not helping, but in a good way because we're teaching it, we're coaching it. There's a wholesaler in every street corner, everybody's investing, and I like to think it's a beautiful thing. More people to network with. So
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I think it's great. More people coming along, and they should. I mean, mobile home investing makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're in Chicago.
Correct.
Okay. How's the market up there?
So the Chicago land market is it's I tell people it's okay. We have higher lot rents here. You have lot rents as high as $800, especially the closer you are to the city. But for us, we're in Northwest Indiana,
Okay.
and we're in based in Northwest Illinois. So most of our parks that we do invest in are about a little bit over an hour, 60 miles plus out. But I mean, Illinois is a gold mine.
Okay. I actually come to Chicago. Well, not as often now, but that's actually where I've done a lot of my education in Chicago. I like it. I like the city. I know what you mean, expensive though, in a sense for sure. So the lot rents there are a lot like Florida. I do a lot of business in Florida, and it's like that. Some, I mean, closer to the beach, you're talking $1,000 just lot rent. So freaks out a lot of people for sure, especially here from Georgia where I'm at. I'll mention 350, 400 lot rent scares you. Don't go to Florida because
Right.
they'll eat you up. So it is just the market. It's just, the difference in the course. But has COVID slowed you down any?
And I apologize. Can you say that one more time?
Has COVID affected you? You're investing in any?
No, not at all. Actually, COVID has actually increased the demand. That's was one thing that I kind of thought that it would slow up. But I think, with the job losses, over 43 million job loss,
Mhm.
we have a higher demand of people asking for our homes. I think when COVID happened, I just had 3 homes in my inventory left, and I was just trying to get rid of my inventory. And I mean, just the demand just started increasing. So I started grabbing a few here and there and just it helps. So, I wasn't looking for a lot of bang for my buck, but we're just, definitely able to put people in affordable housing.
That's huge. And you are one of many who said that COVID actually
Mhm.
grew. in the sense of investing, not the other way around. So it had me worried for a little bit. When it first happened, I thought, oh, no, what kind of thing? But, you just get ready and get it on. So when it happened. So what all states do you cover right now where you invest?
So right now, we're just Illinois, and we're waiting patiently, but we're going to be closing on our first mobile home park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So like now we're open to PA right now.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
End goal to many mobile home investors, I think, including myself. I'm hoping this year. I don't know. I'm running out of time. Maybe next year. We'll see. Absolutely. How hard is it to get into other markets from your standpoint?
So it really depends. I think from what I teach, it's harder if you're looking to flip. Those Michigans. I know Georgia is one of those states. Sometimes you got to be careful. When you're looking to sell with dealer's license. So I think it's if you're looking for more long term, you want to hold some notes, you can definitely get started. I feel like that's not hard. But when you're looking to flip, I think for sure the Michigan, the Georgia, just being careful. I tell people it's not really police, but you still just want to cover your butt just in case.
Mm-hmm. I tell people numbers. If you don't know your numbers, how do you know what's what?
Right.
People tell you I got a good deal in my hands, and they don't even know what lot rent is. How do you figure? So huge. Okay. You say after COVID or during COVID, it was definitely a pickup of affordable. Do you see the demand for affordable housing growing?
Yes. I see it because I think that people are, especially if you worked at a brick and mortar, it's a lot of or restaurant industry. You don't know. I think we see markets like down in Texas, especially Houston. They're talking about going back into different phases. So I really see that the demand it's a safe bet. You got either you're gonna be pay off your home, you got your lot rent, and now you got something affordable like when this something like this happens again. If it happens again, you're able to just to relax versus you have your apartment rent, your average rent is 1,000 plus. Kind of puts people in that bind.
Where do you see mobile homes 20, 30 years from now?
If they allow more mobile home parks and cities get a little bit more reluctant. No, I actually think that I think it's going to be definitely when you look at America, you look at rural America, how much opportunity. I really think that it's still going to be a great source of affordable housing. And the reason I think because if you look at the building industry, right? You look at people, the construction. It's especially with everything going, jobs. This is the market. I think when you look at everything being automated, 30 homes a day, I really think that towards the future, this is going to really lean towards that, and definitely technology is going to help our industry and provide definitely more affordable housing over the country.
Huge. That actually brings me to a question. I'm actually going to run this by you after the call.
Look, I love it, man. Let's build.
All right. Yeah. So, okay. Many people want to think that, and I agree, mobile homes and or mobile home parks are recession proof. Do you see that?
So I like saying that, and I love to think that. I know people. I've heard certain park owners tell me like they don't like saying it because almost like they don't want to jinx themselves. But for the most part, it is. Especially if you have a park owner that isn't going ridiculously up on the lot rents. I really see it being recession proof. It's always, I tell people it's going to always be a need for affordable housing. And I think that through any climate, we're going to definitely be able to weather the storm.
I agree. Okay. Definitely. If you had to choose a favorite exit strategy within mobile home investing, which one and why?
Let's see. That's a tough one.
They're all good.
You know what? Honestly, I think for me now, even just wholesaling a mobile home. I was gonna say I was gonna say the buy and hold on the payments because I can always get somebody on payments, but it's now the market. I think you and I are creating. We're creating a lot of being able the ability to even wholesale a mobile home and just take a small either a smaller profit is always a great wholesale strategy. I mean, always a great strategy.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely not landlord for me. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. Just not for. I learned it's a little different. Less responsibility for them, more for me. I don't like
Hmm.
that. So,
Yeah.
okay. Can anyone invest in mobile homes?
Yes. Anyone, I tell them, listen, as long as you're probably 18 years older or depending on whatever state, yes, anybody can do it.
Well, I actually met a 16-year-old who had his mom, but he was actually the lead of it. But he had to get his mom to basically do
I love it.
all the backgrounds, all the everything, and he was getting it. So, hey, I agree. I think any and everybody can get in on it.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody new getting into mobile home investing?
First thing I always tell people, just got to educate yourself. The one tip I always give people is go on Google Maps. Type in mobile home parks, find out what's near you. Start getting accustomed. Take a visit there. But just really and start getting accustomed with the lingo. But educate yourself on it because I know you're curious. You want to know more. You want to jump in because they see that house for $500 that needs to be moved, and they're ready to get involved. But just really start educating yourself on it so it makes it because you can definitely cost yourself in this industry.
I agree. I'm huge on that. A mentor mindset once told me you're going to pay for education one way or the other, whether you
Mhm.
pre-do it and be successful or you try and error and not so good and still pay for it. So absolutely, you got to educate yourself when you jump in there. Don't overthink it though. Too many people learn too much and then they kind of pull back.
Yeah,
It's one of those where learn enough, get in there, figure it out, take action.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
okay. So what is next for Byron and Sharnice?
yeah. So um, definitely the mobile home parks. Mobile home parks. I think for us, um, we want to be able to really bring a market share to minorities in this country, and provide opportunity. And really a few mobile home deals on land in Indiana. So just quarterbacking that. So staying within the industry, staying where we know best, and continue to see where we can add value. But mobile home parks and mobile homes on land.
I like it. Absolutely. And giving back. I like that. You say that a lot. That's good. I mean, we are at the end of the day, this is a business. We're all here to make money. But if you can help somebody out, that's a win-win all around. So, and a
Yeah,
blessing. So,
yeah,
okay. Byron, it's been a pleasure having you on here. Like I said, I've been trying to have you on here for a while, so I'm glad we finally connected and made this happen. Gonna blast off social media. Don't go nowhere. I got to talk to you about some things, okay? Jay with
awesome,
Mobile Home
awesome.
Partners here, and Byron and Sharnice wasn't able to attend us, but Mobile Home Elite Investors. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Let me